Breaking news! Newcastle United are on the verge of one of the biggest squad collapses any Premier League club has experienced this summer, and Manchester United could be about to make their problems even worse. What was supposed to be a fresh start under new manager Matthias Gisel is rapidly turning into a nightmare before the Premier League season has even kicked off. Star players are leaving, injuries are piling up, confidence is dropping, and now Liverpool could be the first team to take advantage of Newcastle's crisis when the new campaign begins. But the biggest twist? Manchester United are right at the centre of the story. Stay with us because this situation has become absolutely unbelievable. Newcastle supporters expected this summer to be about building a stronger squad capable of challenging the Premier League's elite once again. Instead, they have watched their team slowly fall apart. Everything changed after Eddie Howe left St James's Park. The club acted quickly by appointing Matthias Gisel as the new head coach. On paper, it looked like an exciting appointment. Gisel built a reputation for attacking football, developing young talent and bringing fresh tactical ideas. But even the best managers need players, and right now Gisel is watching his squad disappear piece by piece. The biggest story involving Manchester United surrounds Lewis Hall. The young England fullback has become Manchester United's number one target to strengthen the left side of their defence. United believe Hall perfectly fits their long-term project. Young, fast, technically gifted, comfortable attacking, comfortable defending, exactly the type of modern fullback Michael Carrick wants in his system. Negotiations have accelerated in recent days, and Newcastle know losing Hall would leave an enormous hole in their starting lineup. But Hall is only one part of Newcastle's growing disaster. Another massive blow is already happening. Club captain Bruno Guimaraes is on his way to Arsenal. Reports suggest Arsenal have agreed a £75 million deal with the Brazilian midfielder, already given permission to undergo his medical. For Newcastle supporters, this hurts even more. Bruno wasn't just another player, he was the heartbeat of the team, the leader, the playmaker, the emotional driving force, the man capable of controlling games with his passing, intensity and leadership. Newcastle wanted to keep him. They tried convincing him to stay, but Bruno reportedly made it clear his mind was made up. He wanted Arsenal. Replacing a player like Bruno Guimaraes isn't something that happens overnight. Very few midfielders in world football combine his defensive work, creativity and leadership. Now Newcastle must somehow prepare for a new season without him, and the bad news doesn't stop there. Sandro Tonali has already left the club. Anthony Gordon has also departed. Two more huge names gone. Tonali's energy and control in midfield were expected to become the foundation of Newcastle's future. Instead, he's no longer there. Anthony Gordon's pace terrified Premier League defenders every single week. His direct running, pressing and creativity made Newcastle dangerous on the counter-attack. Now he too has moved on. Suddenly Newcastle have lost three of their biggest stars before a ball has even been kicked this season. As if that wasn't enough, Jacob Murphy could also leave. The experienced winger has entered the final year of his contract and continues to be linked with Everton. Should Murphy complete that move, Newcastle would lose another experienced player from an already shrinking squad. At this point, Gisel may barely recognise the team he's inherited. Then come the injuries. Pre-season has been anything but kind. Tino Livramento underwent calf surgery before leaving the club. Eddie Howe admitted Livramento's injury was expected to keep him out much longer than anyone initially hoped. That creates another major problem. Without Livramento and without Lewis Hall, if he joins Manchester United, who actually plays at full-back? That's where Newcastle's nightmare becomes painfully obvious. On the right side, veteran Fabian Schär may be forced to play as a full-back despite spending most of his career as a central defender. On the left, Alex Murphy could suddenly become the first-choice option. The problem? He has made only a handful of senior appearances for Newcastle. Throwing an inexperienced defender into one of the toughest opening fixtures imaginable against Liverpool is an enormous gamble. Liverpool's attack punishes every defensive mistake. Any lack of experience could be exposed immediately. Things don't look much better in midfield either. Without Bruno Guimaraes, without Sandro Tonali, the responsibility falls almost entirely on Joelinton. Joelinton has transformed himself into one of Newcastle's most important players over the last. Creativity could become a serious weakness. Moving further forward, the attack still contains quality on paper. That front three looks dangerous. They have enough pace to trouble almost any defence, but football matches are rarely won by the front line alone. If the midfield cannot supply quality chances, if the defence struggles to build from the back, even talented forwards can become isolated. That is exactly the concern surrounding Newcastle right now. The balance of the team appears completely broken. Every successful Premier League side needs stability. Newcastle currently have anything but stability. A new manager, key departures, injuries, transfer uncertainty, contract situations, young players forced into massive roles. Everything seems to be happening at once. Meanwhile, Manchester United are watching closely, as signing Lewis Hall wouldn't simply strengthen Carrick's squad, it could significantly weaken one of their Premier League rivals. Hall has all the qualities United have been searching for at left-back. He can overlap, deliver dangerous crosses, recover quickly in transition, support attacks without neglecting his defensive responsibilities. Adding him could solve one of United's biggest weaknesses. For Newcastle, however, losing Hall would create a problem with no obvious solution. Finding elite left-backs in today's transfer market is incredibly difficult. Finding one just weeks before the season begins is even harder. Matthias Gisel now faces one of the toughest challenges of his coaching career. Can he rebuild confidence? Can he integrate young players quickly enough? Can Newcastle remain competitive despite losing some of their biggest stars? Or is this the beginning of a painful rebuilding project that could last several seasons? The opening fixture against Liverpool could provide the first answers. For Manchester United supporters, though, this story is equally fascinating. Every day Lewis Hall edges closer to Old Trafford, Newcastle edge closer to another major setback. One transfer. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update and want the latest Manchester United transfer news, breaking updates, match analysis and exclusive stories every single day, make sure you visit and subscribe to United Active. Turn on notifications so you never miss the next big Manchester United story. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Glory, glory, Man United.